It's only 8:09. I just want to take a minute just to brief you a little bit on one small matter. As I've told some of you privately, but I'm not intending to seek the office of mayor this fall. That probably isn't a surprise to some of you that know me pretty well, but I do want to make that official tonight just because I think it's really important that we have a good transition in leadership, whether it's at the mayor's level or the city council level. Some of you have elections coming up. You may choose to run for mayor. That would be great. Others of you have no election. You might want to run in a non-election year. But I think the filings are what, August, first 2 weeks in August, Kathy? Something like that?
Yeah, I think it starts like July 31st through like
Yeah.
August 14th.
You guys 4 or 5 months for people to decide what they would like to do. It's obviously not the most difficult job in America, especially since we have such great staff. And I can't say enough great things about our staff, both Kevin, Kathy, Ed, Mark, and Nolan, and Bridget. I got to throw Bridget in there, just doing a wonderful job. So our fire department rating, the city is in a great spot. It's to no one individual's credit, Mark and Sue and others have kept this city running well. Thankfully, the sports center financing bonding issue is behind us. Now we just have to get beyond the Garceau's issue, and we'll be fine. But I do want to just mention a couple things. We never did a State of the City speech, but the signage in the city of Vadnais Heights, the Volp property, the beauty of that, the street lighting, the $1 million street lighting that went on in City Center, the trail money and the trails. Heidi, I know that you'll, stay on top of the future of our trail system, because in my mind, it's one of the most important things that we have, and the parks that we have here are just fantastic. We got good streets, Mark. We got financing for your streets now, so you don't have to
Stay up at night.
stay up at night and worry about how you're going to do the streets, so thank you for that. I see one of our planning commission members out there, and what a great planning commission we have with Mr. Carnes and Mr. Moyna and others that are there, and we really don't have any dysfunction in this city. And our economic business, Ling, really you do a wonderful job every time I get a chance just to praise you for the job that you've done. The foundation itself with Jerry Urban Senior and, a great city council. We are the healthcare industry, the healthcare sector of the northern suburbs. I love the fact that we're really growing in that way, and it's something to be proud of. Over the next 4 months, though, I am going to come back to you. We have money set aside to fix those orange cones on Edgerton.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
I
So
sure
that's
do.
on my list of undone things to improve the image of the city. Get those 4 orange cones fixed, and it doesn't look like we'll get to the bottom of the Garceau issue here in the next year, so that'll be left in your lap. And of course, the Convery, McGough, and McCullough properties for future development will continue to be a high priority. But for my sake, and it's like I said, anyone here could do the equally as good job as I'm doing. It's not a complicated job. It just takes a little dedication and willingness to listen. And, I'd be comfortable with any of the people here filling in or doing the job. So I'm not planning on leaving before the end of the year, but I would like you to think hard about how the whole city transitions to a different mayor and a couple new city council members that might result out of that. And the bottom line for me was really, I want to work. I think everybody should work where they can do the most good. And while I enjoy this and I feel like we're doing some good, I just feel like my talents can be put to use in some different areas. And I have a number of different options that I'm exploring, but that's for another day of discussion. But thank you, all of you, for just making this city the great city that it is, and thanks for listening to me for 5 minutes. So, is there a motion to adjourn?